what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team, and welcome to Monday Night Mic'd Up with your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton. Give it up. Don't you guys worry, because you know I have some others individuals that's on the panel with me. I got some great content creators on the panel with me tonight, so let's give it up for these guys. Here they are. We got the Clifford Torno in the house and PR Cowboys. Give it up.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. We also have Fleabug, the moderator. She's gonna make sure we stay on script and make sure we stay accordingly. So yeah. Hey man, how y'all doing? Clifford, how you doing tonight, man?
Loving life, baby. Over here on the East Coast now. We're no longer in Arizona. We're over here in Great Virginia.
From the West Coast to the East Coast, huh?
I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
I ain't had to deal with those mosquitoes. Boy, my legs are tearing me up right now.
Well, we should have another guy. I think he's from Virginia. He should be coming on tonight, I believe. He should be hanging out with Chip. Game Sports TV should be coming on too. All right, there you are. Come on back, Pete. Pete, how you doing tonight, brother? How's everything?
Oh, it's going good. Just you hear.
Right, I hear you.
Sorry, man. I'm getting a double echo. I'll be right back.
Okay. So here we are, Cliff. Hey, then we got Patrick Wright in the house. Give it up for Patrick Wright. That's my fire starter right there. So, Cliff, if you don't know, we're actually going live tonight. Okay.
Sweet. I think this is like my second live with you guys. As a matter of fact.
Great. Okay, so you're not new to this. So yeah, this is what we're doing.
Nah.
We have to change the day to Monday night because my Wednesday's been pretty tied up. So hey, man, I just appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us because hey, we got things to talk about, and here we are, man. We are at the point to where we got to get this roster down to 53 men. Wait a minute. How you feeling right now, man? I mean,
it's the same thing every year. We see no starters really playing. We don't know what our offense is going to look like. We're getting to that point of every year where it's going to be week one, and it's like, hey, are they ready? Are they not ready? But you also have that across the entire NFL. You have it across the entire NFL where over 80% of the teams don't really play their starters.
So I guess my question is, and I've been talking about this, knowing that this is Schottenheimer's first head coaching job. So my question had been, does Brian Schottenheimer have the leverage to say, hey, I'm not going to play my starters, knowing that he doesn't have a long resume and this is his first head coaching job? So I don't know. I think if it was me, Cliff, I think I would have to get my starters out there to play at least a couple of series just to see what, we have. I don't know. What do you think?
I feel the same way. I think, but I've said this for years. I think we have so many injuries in the NFL now because of the fact that none of our starters play until week one. They don't actually get that. I mean, look, practice hits versus game hits, even if it's a preseason game, those hits are different.
Yeah, it is. But see, and this is the thing, though, and we're going to get into what we got lined up. But yeah, keep the news you can use up there, Fleabug, if you want to. But this is news that you can use. But here's the thing right now, basically what was told by Brian Schottenheimer, he said his evaluation comes from practice. This is what he said, Cliff. He said, we evaluate in practice, but you just mentioned why it's important to get a couple of series, because those plays that the defensive lineman let up on Dak is a lot different from actually being pressured and getting tackled.
Well, it's not just that; it's our run game. When the running backs are running and nobody's going full force and knocking them on their butts, that's what tends to happen, right? You go, oh, that guy's really good. Well, you miss the fact that, oh boy, over there just let up and didn't even go after him really because he was fixing a clobbering. So did he really do that good?
Yeah. So that's where I have an issue with Brian saying that we do our evaluation in practice. I mean, these are these are 22, 11 players on each side, which knows one another. And it's hard to evaluate, if you ask me, in that type of setup, but this is what he's saying. He's saying basically this is something that, this is how they evaluate, but I'm not believing the hype though. All right, PRK,
Got it.
you still getting the
How are we
echo?
doing now? Are we good?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I was getting feeded. You were talking, and then I was getting it like seconds later. So yeah, weird.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So well, I understand, but let's get on into this. So let's see what we got first. Moderator, what we got? We have it has been told that he was actually informed. So the Cowboys have reportedly already started the process by telling the 6-year starter that he won't be making the 2025 season.
What?
That's right. Veteran offensive line Leo Collins has been informed by the team that he'll be among the players released this week, which we already know this, according to the report from ESPN Todd Archer. So Collins was signed in early August as the team dealt with a rash of injuries to other along the line, including Tyler Guyton, Terrence Steele, Rob Jones, Hakeem Adeniji, Sadiq Charles, and Matt Walesko. So with that being said, PR Cowboy, was this something that you was looking forward to, or is this something that we could kind of expect, with Lael?
yeah, I guess with the injuries and the problems Terrence Stills had at right tackle, I kind of thought, he would be on this team. This simply just tells me he was probably just outplayed by one of the younger guys. I'm hoping one of the younger guys is showing promise. I'm guessing, but it surprised me especially with the injuries we've had on the tackle spot the last
Yeah,
couple of years.
yeah. What do you think, Cliff, about this release of Lael? Like I said, I know he's up there in age and things like that, but could he had helped?
I was really hopeful that he was going to be able to still put those pads on. And even though Leal Collins is, Mr. 5 yards, you know, I was really hoping his strength was still there,
Yeah,
his movement was still there. Um, it's that time for it. It's okay. I've got nothing but love for that guy. I hope he comes back, signs a 1 day contract, retires as a Cowboy. He was one of my favorite. Even though every Sunday I'm cussing his name because Mr. Five
I know.
Yards. It is, but no, I hate to see it because again, he brings something I believe to the table with wisdom, his age, his experience. Um, so maybe they sign him as a coach, right? And still keep him around. Maybe that's the game plan, like they did with like the Marcus Ware. So it's still bittersweet if that's what they do. But if it's just letting him go and he's not even going to be associated with the team, that's a little bitter. But it happens.
Yeah, for sure. And I think basically this is something that we got to plan to see because it's coming. So with that being said, there has already been a few names. Let me see if I can pull this up. That's now allegedly has been the first batch of individuals. What is that doing that? That's been cut already. I don't know if you guys heard of this. This is allegedly because we got to make sure we check our source. And this source actually comes from USA Today. So right now, as it seems right there, can you guys see that? Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So right now, as it seems right now, we have Lael Collins release. I guess that's Nick Broaker was waived. Defensive tackle Denzel Jackson was waived. Wide receiver Josh Kelly was waived. Tight end Tyler Neville was waived. Cornerback Troy Pride was waived. Tight end John Stevens Jr. was waived, and Christian Matthews was waived. So does any of these kind of shock you, or were you kind of surprised by any one of these that was cut? We'll start with you, Cliff.
No, actually, I'm not surprised by these because again, the only name on this list as of right now that surprises me is Lael Collins. Again, because he did look decent. He looked a little rusty, but he looked decent. He still looked like he had the strength and the movement. But age is that undefeated thing, right?
Yeah,
So the rest of these guys, no, did surprise me. Really happy to hear that they put Mappa on the injured reserve. So that's good. He made the team.
So when we talk about Maffa, I wonder if it was a shoulder injury again. I don't know if anybody's heard. What's up, Football Junkie? Welcome to the show tonight, brother. Give it up for Football Junkie.
What up, Junkie?
How y'all fellas doing tonight?
We're doing pretty good. We're just getting into some of these cuts that's already been kind of posted out there. Like I said, I'm sure we're going to start hearing the trickle down of these individuals being released from the team. But I guess the question was, I was just asking, it was um, a Phil Maffa, or I don't know if it was his shoulder
Maffa,
again.
it is his shoulder. It is his shoulder.
Wow.
Maffa, it is his shoulder currently. They're not saying what's going on with it, but it could be, they're putting him on the 4 week, the 6 week or anything like that. They're not putting him on a pup. They are putting him on IR. So
Jeez Louise, man. That's a heartbreaker, man. Kids come in, get drafted. I mean, my son went to first, did the same thing, came as a rookie year, went down and towards ACL. So it's unfortunate. So we're looking at these names, Football Junkie. Does anybody out on this list that we've seen so far that's been reported, allegedly reported that these individuals been waived or released? Anybody sticks out to you from what you see?
Nah, really. I mean, I'm kind of like Cliff when it comes to Lel Collins. I kind of figured that he might have been able to supplement some depth towards the team at the offensive line, being that he brings a lot of experience and a veteran leadership to the team at the
Mhm.
position. Um, and might have been able to help coach up some guys or whatever, or fill in, just in case we need some plug and play activity. However, whenever during the season, but however, when it comes to Leo Collins, I mean, like I said some weeks ago, he's kind of long in the teeth.
Yeah, for
So
sure, for
I
sure.
mean that might play a role in it or not. But however, I mean that's a move that they made and they sticking to it.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. What do you think, PR?
Yeah, like I said, if I had to choose somebody else on that list, I guess I would go Pride, just because of the cornerback position. But maybe with Diggs coming back, not having to put him on the pup list kind of contributes to that, decision. So, like you said, Lyle Collins, I understand that we get Guyton back. He's practicing today, and all that good stuff. But we've had the issues with Steele at right tackle. I would have loved them to kind of have a guy to kind of push him at that right tackle
Yeah,
position, to kind of say, hey, I'm here, so don't miss up.
yeah, for sure. And like I said, these are just a few names that has trickled down. But I think the deadline is tomorrow. I think by 3 o'clock that they have to. I think they cut 37. I think it's 37 players, if I'm not mistaken. That's a lot of
Right.
players. And there was a time, Cliff, that we used to go from 90 to 80, from 80 to 75. But man,
Yeah.
it's just going to be a big pool of players starting
I remember
tomorrow.
that. I
Yeah,
remember we used to. It was when we had the 4 week, 4 preseason games throughout the year. The first week, you wouldn't see any cuts really. The first week, the second week, you'd see 20 to 30. The
yeah,
third week,
Yeah.
you'd see, it get down another, 20 or 30. And then by week four, your starters are playing week four. You pretty much have your roster set. You might have 10 guys that you have to trim by the start of the week or start of the season. Now it's like, oh, we're just going to keep everybody and keep just a jumbled mess until the week before. And then, yeah, we'll make our decision.
yeah. Exactly. That's man. So everybody's kind of like chomping at the bits and just wondering, is it going to be me? Patrick Ryder say, don't see Parson playing on Thursday night if he can. If he cannot get a deal done, this is 93 when Emmitt Smith don't get signed for the first two games of the season.
I get tired of people bringing that up, man. It's not the same thing.
It
No,
is.
it's
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 not
not
the
the
not
same
the
same
thing.
same
thing.
thing.
It's not the same
Emmitt
thing.
Smith did not have a contract.
Yeah.
Period. Did not have a contract. Micah Parsons has a contract with 2 more years after this one eligibility. It's not just like, oh, he doesn't have a contract. No, he has signed under contract to play this
Yeah,
year, and then they can franchise tag him the next 2 years.
true.
It's
That's
it's
true.
not the same thing.
It's not the same. What
Emmitt
I
Smith didn't
advise
have a contract at all.
at all. What I advise those viewers, you viewers that are watching, paying attention to us right now, please go to Netflix and watch the Cowboys and the Gambler and the Cowboy. Check out the Gambler and the Cowboy, and you'll see the situation that Emmitt Smith was in concerning with the Cowboys. And you'll see that it's a totally different situation than the Michael Parsons situation.
Yeah. But back then it was different and the times were different. Now we have NFL and the owners have created this situation that we have where they're paying players before their
The
contract
contract stuff.
expires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So now
popularity contract.
even I mean, is now even though they have a year left on their contract, they're talking about contract deals. So the NFL, the league, and the owners created this, and I understand they did it so no one else would pick this player later on. But they created something that can definitely be a problem. I mean, what do you think, football junkie?
Yeah, this is a narrative that was created by the owners. I know Jerry Jones probably played a big part in it somewhere down the line. I know he had something to do with this because anything that has anything to do with contract negotiations or legalities, anything like that, he has had an impact on the league wide of some form or fashion. And when it comes to the contractual situations back in the 80s and 90s and so forth, compared to here within the last 10 years, it's a whole different monster. I mean, they created a
Yeah,
real life snowball effect
yeah,
now to the point where it's it's either favorable in the player's position or it's favorable to the owner. It's somebody's gonna at the end of the day, the owner's gonna win.
and and that's what we have to get straight because I know a lot of people are talking about Parson, and I understand that Parson. But let me say this about Tank Lawrence. Tank Lawrence did an interview. I forget which guy he interviewed with, but he asked him about Michael Parsons' contract. Well, this is not where we're trying to go, but just kind of give an inside scoop on how Jerry Jones worked. One thing Tank Lawrence said, he said, he was on his last year of his contract and they franchised him. And he said
Mhm.
this about Jerry. He said, Jerry told him, go out there and prove to me that you're worth the money and I'll pay you. And Tank Lawrence said he did exactly that. He said, but he can't talk on Michael Parsons' situation. But what he said about Jerry, that Jerry will pay you. He will pay you. So again, we're in a sticky situation and I think it blew up even more when number one, Jerry went and paid the tight end. And I don't know if that was like a slap in Parsons' face or what. But then here we go. Now Parsons saying, well, just trade me. So things got personal. But we don't want to, like I said, we want to stick to football. We don't want to get to the business stuff. But yeah, like you said, Cliff, it's two different things. It is. What you got, Cliff?
That is the show that you're talking about. The interview with Lawrence was the pivot.
The pivot. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Credit goes to pivot. And that's exactly what he said. He's like, Jerry paid me. He just told me to go prove himself. But I thinking football junk, I thinking what Parsons said, I've already proved enough. But again, this is the way the league and this is the way the owners have set up today's time in dealing with contracts. So
I
I don't
have to
know.
agree with Parsons, man. I really do. I have to agree with Parsons. He has done enough. He's done
Yeah.
more than enough because he went from a traditional inside linebacker position to unfamiliar territory. I mean, he was in unfamiliar territory. No technique whatsoever as a defensive end. None. He just had his brute strength bull rush and whatever he did to finesse the offensive linemen. Speed, brute strength, and finesse. That's what he did. Off the top. No technique, no nothing. He just did that. So, I mean, and then the next year we see him do even better. And he's
Yeah.
progressed and got better and better at the defensive end position to the point where they say they want to compare him to Lawrence Taylor. I think that's like comparing LeBron to Michael Jordan, but still, he did an exceptionally good job, man.
Yeah. Well, this is
You got
this
to
is where
remember,
we
this
are.
is he's
Go
one
ahead.
of the only four guys to ever have 12 sacks his first 4 years. I mean, he is a beast. Um, and we've had this conversation before. I would much rather see them play him at linebacker than edge.
Me too.
Yeah. And this is where we have the problem with they say, well, the second half of the season, he's a no-show. Dude, this guy's only 6'2", 6'3" at 250 pounds going against 6'8", 6'7" with a 70-inch wingspan offensive tackles. And then
You,
Not
if
you
you
only
also got to look at that. Like 39% of the plays that he's in, 39 to 42, I think, he's double teamed.
yeah.
exactly
So
tackle, guard, tight end, fullback, running back. He's dealing with that. They're layer blocking him.
yeah.
They
And
blocking him in layers.
so for somebody to say, well, he disappears in the second half, of course he's 6'2", only 245, 250 pounds, taking on these big guys, and then they're scheming to stop him because of his speed. But I agree with you guys. I would rather see him at the linebacker. And with that being said, we got Cowboy Champs in the house. Give it up for Cowboy Champ.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right, how you doing, brother? You all right?
Oh yeah, man. I was just trying to checking out the Cowboys wire, see who all got cut. No
Yeah.
Mozzie yet.
Wait a minute. Yeah, it's coming down the pipe, man. Like I said, we were just talking about that. I don't think there's any names on there that we can say that with this that we were shocked by. I don't think there's a name on there that we can really say, oh, I can't believe that they cut him. But we did talk about Phil Maffa that he's on IR as well. So with that being said, is there any names? Well, like you just said yourself, there's nobody that's really that stands out to you. So, but let's get into this real quick. Good to have you on with us, Cowboys champ. Trayvon Diggs, we do have some good news. So, according to the Dallas Cowboys, says Diggs' season was cut back in 2024 after a knee injury. Sunday, it was reported that Diggs will be removed from the pup list. Then fans got a glimpse of him in action for the first time this season during Monday's practice. After practice, Diggs spoke to the media and on a potential return to game action. And if that would happen in week one. Now, what he had to say physically, I don't have any limitation, is really just ramping up the conditioning part, getting back to football speed, getting back to game speed. That's pretty much it. So the two-time Pro Bowler did not rule out a return in Week 1. Having Diggs back on the field to open up the season would be huge for the Cowboys defense. Give it up for Trayvon Diggs. So we'll start with you. Cowboys champ. What do you think about this Trayvon Diggs being passing the physical?
Man, that's good because man, the secondary is kind of shaky right now, man. At least they got him and Bland together. First
Right.
time ever. Now, to get him back in football condition, have him run up them stairs at the Ford Center. That get him back up. That get him back in shape.
Get
Yeah.
them bleachers on.
Yeah. Hit them bleachers. And they said they wanted to get him 8 weeks of conditioning. So they said it's a possibility that he could be first game, but it may be the second week that he actually get out there on the field. But I know he wants to be out there in his first game. But yeah, man, I think that's great news, football junkie, to see that he's past his. And I think I think they knew. They just wanted to kind of keep it under hush hush, football junkie. But how do you feel about the fact that he passed his physical?
That's good that he passes physical. I think that's wonderful that he passes physical. But at the same time, I feel like don't rush him. Don't rush him back out there. I mean,
Yeah,
let him get back into football shape. If it takes a week or two, I mean, the meat of the season is until basically starting right there the week before Thanksgiving and on. But for our sake, it'd be best for us to, what I'm saying, try to get all our troops ready for the fight, as quick as possible and get them healthy as possible. But I'm glad that Diggs is healthy. It's a good thing. It kind of put a slight damp on the Michael Parsons situation. Uh,
yeah,
and then Overshawn coming back. They said he's ahead of schedule too. They said he has a Thanksgiving time release. So I kind of figured they probably get him in a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving.
it's possible.
Just
It's
get
possible.
him in football shape.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Cliff, about this? Trayvon passing his test and physical and all that
Man,
good stuff.
I'm super excited for the guy. He's definitely been missed on the field, and I think as a teammate, right? He's one of your hype guys. He's one of
Yeah.
your guys that when he's on the sideline, even while after his surgery, he's there on crutches. I mean, he's hyping people up. So it's those kind of guys that you want to make sure that you have them, and especially if they're healthy. It's nothing but good news, and so is having Tyler Guyton back.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, so and he needs the reps. Tyler Guyton definitely needs the reps on. With that being said, for sure, and that same thing. So, with that being said, Cowboys champ. We know that Jaden Blue he re-injured his ankle again. So, do you think that was kind of a rush process? Um, we don't know how long he's going to be out, but yeah, it's been reported that I guess he twisted his ankle again. I'm not sure if the same ankle or a different ankle, but what do you think?
Man, I was telling another guy this earlier today. I am worried about the running back roster. I really am. Because Williams, he has a history of injuries. Um, Jadon Blue, I think the mistake they did, they tried to, I don't know if they tried to use him as a bell cow during that one game, but he's not that type of running back. He is dangerous. He's very
Yeah.
dangerous if used properly. But he's not that, his body is not that type of, to take that pounding like that, especially because,
Hmm.
Texas, he was in college last year. Uh, his main thing was in open field and, catch the ball at the backfield.
Yeah.
Now, Marfa, that's the guy who I want to be the bell cow, but I don't know the entry of his shoulder or not, but I don't know. I think they just trying to get him on the roster without cutting him and try to stick him on the practice squad. I think that's what they're all about. Now,
That's one of those smoke and mirrors.
yes, but with Blue, man, it's already a pattern. He bruised his heel, he ankle, and you remember before training camp start, they were saying that he had a lazy tendency of holding the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. They say if it looked like a duck and quack like a duck,
Yeah, but and I'm gonna give him the benefit of that. I'm gonna at least give him a chance. But when I was at
yeah,
training camp, man, I kid you not, dude, and I did not know who number 34 was. So I kept looking at 34. I said, well, who is that little 34? It's like his jersey was too big for him. I don't know, man, but I'm like, who is 34? And then I realized I zoomed in on it's Jaden. He's not a real big guy. He's not
he's
No, it's not.
not.
He's
But my
not a
thing
he's
is,
what 5'9", what 180 maybe?
if
190 maybe?
he probably like 190. But my own thing with him, I hope he's not trying to add bulk to to absorb the pounds. Cause you remember Phyllis Jones, he had that speed, and the following
Felix
year
Jones, yeah.
he tried to bulk up, and that messed him up. I hope Blue's not trying to do that.
5'9", 195.
Yeah,
5'9". See, Tony Pollard was at least 5'11", dude. Tony Pollard
yeah.
was 5'11". I mean, I looked at this kid, I'm like, who is 34? But it's his speed though. I mean, it just depends on how we use him. I mean. But with that being said, guys, let's get into this roster move, man. Like I say, well, now we know that Phil Maffa is on IR, and yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and remove that for me, moderated roster move, because we can't see. There we go. So here we are. So guys, let's just kind of go down the list, and we already, I guess, we know who our quarterback is going to be. It's going to be Dak Prescott. Then behind him, Joe Milton. So, football junkie, have you seen enough from Joe Milton to be your number two quarterback?
No,
Wait a minute.
not at all.
So what are we doing here? What do we? Hey, but no, listen. He played a lot better in Game 3. Isn't that enough that y'all wanted to see that? Woo! No.
Man, you talking about the Atlanta Falcons. We talking about the Atlanta Falcons, man. The Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta
Yeah,
Falcons they're Atlanta Falcons is known for having a good front line, but no quality depth part.
she. But see, and that was my question. That was my question, Cliff. I said, do we look that good, or is Atlanta that bad?
Atlanta that bad. That division is
Can
that
we can
bad.
we can we I mean can we go 50-50 on this?
Yeah.
It's pretty damn bad. Uh,
For real.
we look we we have we have some guys, you know, Milton being one of the guys that has these sparks. Um, and that, honestly, that's what you have to have from your backup quarterback. You want your
Mhm.
backup quarterback to have that spark because that spark can catch fire. We've seen it happen time and time again.
Mhm.
Um, is he who I would really choose as my backup quarterback? I'm okay with him. I would rather still see him at third and us still have Cooper Rush at second one more year. Um, but it's kind of like it's one of those things. The guy's had one pro game ever so far, um, and we'll have to wait and see if a real time comes that he has to play the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Cowboys champ. Let's look at this running back situation. What you see right there, is that your starting lineup right there? You got Javante Williams as your starter, Miles Sanders behind him, Jaden Blue, and then Deuce Vaughn, which we know Jaden Blue, and we know Phil Maffa is. Let me see if Phil Maffa on here. No.
Blue is not on the pup or injured reserve.
He's what?
So
Mob, he's not. Jaden Blue is not on the injured reserve or on the pup list.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he did come back that following Monday after hurting his ankle the second time, the same ankle, saying that it wasn't as serious and did he had a brace on it or whatever, but he was practicing Monday, or sorry, today.
Yeah.
Um, so he is not on injured reserve or pup. He's just questionable. I don't think we're going to see any of the guys that are on the pup or IR list. Uh, well, we have Rob Jones on this list, but he's the only one I see that we've actually put on the IR that should be on this list.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think about this running back situation here?
Man, I'm just shaking my head, man. I'm sorry. I'm just shaking my head.
So what seems to
Uh,
be the problem, Cowboy champs? Share your thoughts with us. We would love to know.
where's our fullback at?
okay. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, so that
Yeah, we
okay.
got you.
Williams and like I said earlier, he have history of being injury prone. Miles Sanders, he did not look good in preseason. Jadon Blue got full potential, but he's injury prone. And we know about Mighty Mouse. Deuce Vaughn.
So what is your lineup? Who is your starting running back?
Man,
And who?
as of right now, it has. Oh, God, you know what? I wish they could redo the draft back over, especially with the third round pick. I would have drafted my starting running back at that pick, but with this, what we got right now, it's gonna have to be Williams.
Do
Man, I
we
don't
do
like
we
it.
know how serious
Williams.
Sanders' injury is?
Well, he play. Did he not play in this final game?
No, he didn't. No,
He did.
he didn't.
He,
It was Blue. No, Blue. Yeah, Blue played a little bit,
no,
but it
it
was
was
Dufon and
and
Moffa played a little bit.
Phil Maffa. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Jaden Blue got a
So
little bit.
so y'all telling me right now where we standing at running back going into week one. we got Deuce Vaughn as the backup running back because
Yeah,
the other guys
yeah.
are questionable. Right now, as we look, Deuce Vaughn is running back 2 right now, RB2.
Yeah,
Let's give Deuce Vaughn a little bit of love. Deuce
yeah,
Vaughn
man.
has not really and truly
Yeah,
had his fair shake at being a running back for the Cowboys. Let's put that out there right now. This kid has never been more than a running back three, and every time you see him grab that ball, you forget the fact that number one, he has this almost the same speed as Turpin.
right,
They've never had a run scheme that would allow this kid to run the ball because they
right.
didn't have a run scheme.
Under
If
Mike
they can
McCarthy.
scheme something, right? If they can scheme something for this kid, I mean, oh my God, what's his name? Played for Philadelphia, the small running back for Philadelphia that did
Sproles,
so
Darren
great.
Sproles.
Yeah, Darren Sproles.
But
I'm
uh, but
telling you,
on
I
but the
think the
only
kid can
problem
take a hit.
but the only problem with that, you forgot who we dealing with. You got $60 million at the quarterback. You have $35 million at the receiver, and you trade a third round pick for another wide receiver. And you know that
Sure.
this Cowboys team is going to be pass heavy. And to
Well, no,
me,
no, no. And I hear what you're saying, but then
And
you got to
that's
make this.
fine.
You got to make this game easy for Dak. We don't want Dak throwing 30, 40, 50 times. We don't want that. So this is the whole reason we brought Clayton Adams in. This is the whole reason we brought Connor Riley in so we can scheme to run the ball. Now, one thing about Deuce Vaughn, I can say the guy was a 1,200-yard rusher at Kansas State. Guess who he played up under? Connor Riley. So
Right.
again, I'm like you, Cliff. We have to at least he didn't. Let me say this: Mike McCarthy did not know how to use. We
No.
kept we also had Hunter Luka last year that we did not use. So the running, we're talking about a head coach that used a receiver at his running back at one time over at Green Bay. He brought Starks. Starks was a receiver and he wore number 88. He made him a permanent running back. That's just how much he know about the running game. So again, I think with this scheme, I don't want to count do that because what I've been seeing, and then when you see it at the training camp, this guy, the way they run the ball now and the way he runs on the outside before you see him, he's already at second level
Yeah.
because you can't see him in the backfield. So yeah, that's where we are, football jug. I think we're hurting right now.
I I wasn't saying that to Bad Mac Deuce. It's just they
That's
got
all we
to
got.
they got to use Deuce like you said, like Sprues or like Quentin Griffith was used. They have to use them like those two guys
Yeah,
because those two guys was knifing people apart when they was utilized properly.
right. Yeah, so true. So let's move on down to these receivers, man. Here's a plethora of receivers right here. Cliff, look at those receivers. We got George Pickens, we got CD, and so is it Convante Turpin, our third receiver, or is it Jalen Tolbert?
And so
Me personally, we've had this conversation. I'm taking Tolbert as my number three all day long. He will do 6 to 7 times better than the first small guy that we had that we used in Cole Beasley. Y'all remember how good Cole Beasley was?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I mean, Turpin is far better. And having two
yeah,
powerhouse on the outside and one little dude on the inside, and watch this little dude just drive these guys crazy with his speed. I'm taking Turpin as my number three all day.
okay,
I
yeah,
would too.
yeah.
I would
yeah,
too.
I'd say the same thing.
So,
I would
Junkie, with
too.
that being said, Junkie, who's not going to make this? Who we're going to probably carry five receivers. Who's the odd man out?
Flournoy, Flournoy's out.
Jalen Brooks. They're gonna
Jalen
keep.
Brooks.
They're gonna keep holding.
They're gonna keep Brooks because this is Brooks what first year or maybe second, but this is Ryan Flournoy's third or fourth season with the Cowboys, and he's never been above a wide receiver
You
ever.
you say you like Brooks? You
So if
like
they're
Brooks
having to cut
over
somebody
Crawford?
there, I
You like
do.
Brooks over Cropper and Holden?
I like I like I like Holden and Brooks together. If I have to get rid of anybody, it's going to be Cropper and Flournoy.
Okay, I
Oh,
can see
what
that
do you
too.
think, Cowboy Chan? What do you think? Who's the odd man out?
It's going Cropper, Brooks.
Man,
You think?
Brooks just would not go away though. Man, Brooks was making plays all through training camp. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
no,
it's going to be tough.
but the deal is that indicated that how bad our defensive backs were?
Well, he made that long catch against the Rams. Remember? Then he just made this touchdown pass against Atlanta.
Yeah,
So the
I
guys,
think they keep Brooks.
I mean,
So
Yeah, I think they
now
keep Brooks. Yeah.
so Cropper and Flournoy.
well, then
Yeah.
you got Mingo.
That,
You got Mingo right there.
well, remember we keep like 7.
We
Oh
keep how
boy.
many?
Yeah, we if I'm not mistaken, we keep 7 receivers.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a lot. I don't. Ooh, I don't know if we're
No,
going
I
to
don't think they're
be.
gonna keep 7.
Well, think about it.
I think they're gonna keep 5 though.
And the reason we saying that because we got issues at cornerback. We're going to keep a bunch of cornerback because we got a lot of injuries back there. With Rebels and we're going to probably we'll get down to that. But yeah, and like I said, we're just making we're just throwing it out there. We're not for sure, but yeah, and we'll definitely know by tomorrow when it comes down to the receivers. So yeah, hey, let's look at these tight ends real quick. We're gonna move kind of quicker. We kind of getting running out of time. Who's the odd man out on that Cowboys champ on the tight end?
Probably Princeton Font.
Yeah, Preston Fine. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
you're probably right. Okay, hold on real quick. Moderator, we got to do this. We got to do this channel identification real quick. If you
Welcome to
got,
the Cowboys Huddle podcast, your go-to spot for all things Dallas Cowboys. Whether it's breaking news, game day updates, insider rumors, or honest fan takes, we've got you covered. We're diving deep into the star every week, bringing you the latest and the loudest from Cowboys Nation. So hit that subscribe button, buckle up, and let's ride with America's team. Welcome to the...
all right, that's what's up. Appreciate
Amen to that.
that. Yeah, we give them some news that they can use. But yeah, again, guys, and I'm not gonna get all the way down through here, but we can kind of go to the defense because we kind of run out of time here. I think we all know about the front line, the offensive line. If you're gonna look at
They ain't
somebody, I
getting rid
mean,
of nobody.
yeah,
We
Nah.
I
can't
think
afford
they're
to.
gonna. Yeah, they can't afford. We go to the
And then,
defense now. This guy here, James Houston.
yeah, he been showing
James
out.
Houston is making some
Man, they better
noise.
keep him. They better keep him.
So, is there room? I mean, all these individuals. You got Sam Williams, you got Dante Fowler, you got Micah. I mean, where are you going to keep that? Well, I can say this personally on as far as my opinion, Tyrus Wheat and maybe Peyton Turner would probably be the two out. I mean, Tyrus Wheat been with us for a couple of years, if I'm not mistaken, but I think he moves up behind Marshawn or at least third, somewhere behind Marshawn Nealon. I don't know what do you think about that football junkie, James Houston?
Yeah, they need to bump him up. They need to keep him, man, for real, because he's been performing. Uh, he's been producing quite a bit this preseason, and with the ample amount of time and he getting his rhythm and catching stride, he could be a problem, man.
Yeah,
He could
yeah,
really be a problem.
yeah. He's been playing some good ball. Okay, so we're gonna go with you, Cliff, at the linebacker position. Who's in and who's out, my brother?
Oh man,
Yeah, I know it. Ha!
I mean, you gotta think of how if Winslow or Show coming back, is Micah playing?
They said
Can
Thanksgiving.
we really? Yeah, can we really lose more than one at this moment? If I have to choose one linebacker to take out, I'm taking out Buddy Johnson.
Yeah, Bunny Johnson. Well, yeah, or Darius Harris. I don't know. Darius Harris fall down. He's far down in the rotation. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that works, man. It's just one of those deals, man. To where I would hate to have to be in the room with the coaches, man,
Well,
because they gotta make
I
a hard
I'd
decision.
rather have Darius at that safety kind of position linebacker than anything. So I'd keep Darius over Johnson for that.
And he's a lot younger. He's a lot younger too. Less wear and tear. So
Less
yeah,
wear and tear.
yeah. Okay, football junkie. These cornerbacks, man. We got some issues out here. This cornerback situation, man.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, you got your left cornerback and you got your right cornerback right now. You got Trayvon Diggs, and we're going to say Deron Bland, but that could change because Deron Bland could go to the nickel. But yeah, then you got your Siobhan Revels, which now they say he's on a not able to protect. No, if it's something, but he's not on injury reserve. And they cannot put him on injury reserve. So this is a problem right here. And then you got Caleb Carson that he's questionable. So yeah, these guys are going to probably be around. A lot of these guys like Andrew Booth is going to probably hang around for a while. Um, you still have
Yeah,
CJ Goodwin back.
yeah, we got some real serious fallout situations going on with the cornerback situation, man. We got a lot of players
Yeah,
banged up. That's
yeah,
gonna be a
for
tough
sure.
one.
No, you're so right about that. You were right about that. So and then Cowboy Shem, we got the safeties. What are we looking like on these safeties, man? What are you thinking? She competition everywhere.
Uh,
I mean,
Marquette
really,
Bell.
truly, the only one
Man,
that hasn't
on the first
performed is Mike Smith.
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I just say buckle up. It's gonna be a long season. That's
I
not
know you're
man.
right, man.
Man, I'm
I know
just
you're
buckle
right.
up, man.
Buckle up, cause hey now we're hey the volunteer OTAs is over with. The OTAs is over with. The training camp is over with. The preseason is over with. Now everything that Schottenheimer has talked about, now it's time to bring it to fruition. So and we're gonna find out in what 2 weeks? Is it 2 weeks?
Got 2 weeks from 2 weeks from Thursday. He's gonna
Man,
have to put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah, man. It's
You got
you know,
we're a week and 3 days
In three
away
days.
oh my
from
Thursday.
gosh.
a week
Thursday.
and 3 days. Thursday's a
Hey,
week.
Yeah. Okay.
oh
Okay.
And
man,
man, you know
and it's
what?
not what's
And
that?
I still wish they would have played a series two of our starters.
Oh, I that's what we've been talking about. It doesn't make sense. I mean, like we said, and I would just mention to Clip earlier. I say he had his resume is not long enough, or he don't have the leverage to say I'm sitting my starter. You got a new scheme, you got a new coaching staff, you got a new, everything's new. But again, Cowboys champ, he said he evaluates in practice.
Practice is not putting against your own players. No, you need to put those starters against preferably the Ravens, who were the best team who they faced in the preseason. I would have my start at least one or two
Yeah,
series.
let him get
And
tested.
It's
Let him
not
get
especially
just the
tested.
especially
Ravens,
our quarterback, so he can get that first pop. Against the Eagles, uh,
bro. The
it's
starters
not
should have
good.
been playing against the Rams and the Raiders.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It
Yeah.
wouldn't. I mean, but again, so what does this do, football junkie? If this Schottenheimer said, "Listen, we're gonna play with the 7 iron." Now, that was one reporter say, "How do
Yeah.
you know how good your driver is if you never use it?" Because we just playing with the 7 and 8 iron. So he said,
Nah,
"Well,
he's
we do."
playing with the putter. He playing with a putter.
So, football junkie. So what happens if we go up here to Pennsylvania and dude, we go up there and we're not prepared?
Eric gonna do a Bobby Knight.
Wait. Listen, we already know we're not going to be prepared. We have
They
not
ain't
been
gonna be prepared.
a week one. We have not been a week one prepared team in 15 years. I think how many week one games did we win in the last 10 years? Like
And it's all,
three?
yeah, and it's all because we don't play our starters.
Look, I am nowhere near expecting us to win on week one. Not expecting it whatsoever. Here's what I'm expecting to happen though.
Oh man.
We know that Dak and CeeDee Lamb have been actually mixing it up all off season, right? So we don't have
Right.
to worry about their chemistry. We know George Pickens has molded into this chemistry with them two, and it has been fantastic to watch. It's we have depended on Dak's throwing ability for the last 10 years because we haven't had a run scheme. I know here comes Cowboys get on for this,
No,
but that's what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting to see us throw and get ran all over.
no, come on, bro. Wait a minute. No. Now I expect
Our
something,
defense
but
isn't ready. Our defense isn't ready.
mm, well, let's welcome Cowboys Corner to the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Give it up for Mike, and he's trying to kill mosquitoes. Give it up.
That was a plow. What's going on, you guys? What up,
What's up,
Clifford? What
fella?
up, Football
What
Junkie?
up,
What up,
baby?
G
What's
Hamper?
going on?
Well,
We
we're pretty much at the end of the segment, but we want to give your take. We want to get your take on what you've seen so far up to coming this upcoming game in what a week and 3 days. You know, we said something like that. So give us your assessment for what you've seen so far with Trayvon. Just kind of we'll give you a good 5 minutes of letting us know what you think so far, because we then went through the whole roster and everything.
Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic that, we got Trayvon Diggs back, Tyler Guyton, Jadon Blue. The injury wasn't significant. Phil Maffa went to IR. The same shoulder that he hurt there at Clemson, he hurt, again in this game against the Falcons. That's unfortunate, but it's IR, designated to return. So help is on the way, and we're going to need Phil Maffa, all right? Help is going to be on the way. So 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it is, give it to me, because if Jadon Blue's injury prone, then
Can I ask you this? Can I ask you this, man?
Yeah,
Can
what's
I ask
up?
you this? What the hell has Phil Maffa been doing since January?
Well, that's a good question. So he fell in the draft because of that shoulder injury.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to do a lot of things that a healthy person would do during the draft
Combine.
process. So so that's why Phil Maffa is supposed to be a 4th round pick. We got him in the in the 6th because of the shoulder injury. Let it heal. No, I love that they IR'd him. Let it heal. Let it come back, because when Phil Maffa comes back, I guarantee you that's going to be the best damn running back, as Michael Irvin would say, on this football team. All right? And I can't wait to see Phil Maffa return and do that, because but I really hope Jadon Blue can stay healthy. And, Miles Sanders, I don't expect much from him. And we didn't get to see Javonte Williams, which blows my mind. Javonte Williams, I know what he did in Denver. The tape doesn't lie, but God, we should have seen him. But anyway, CeeDee Lamb, George
Was
Pickens,
anybody else? Sorry about that, Corey. Go ahead.
No, go
I was
ahead.
going to say, was anybody else surprised to see Malik Davis go?
He looked
he's been hanging on. He's been
hanging on.
He might make practice squad because of what he did.
Well, they might keep him now because of Jaden Blue's situation, and then and Miles Sanders, so they might keep him around for a while.
Practice squad.
He's gone.
He's already gone. Or you
He's
saying
gone.
if he
I saw
clears
it
waivers,
Malik Davis. Didn't they cut him last week?
No. He was playing against the Falcons.
Yeah, he played against the Falcons, but he's gone.
He will be a practice squad player.
He's going to be one of the 16.
He'll be what?
He's going to be one of the 16.
Yeah, maybe.
He
I don't know. Yeah, he could be. But anyway, so when you look at all this as a whole, man, the Philadelphia Eagles didn't play their starters, right? But I need trade. We got 10 days. All right, let's focus on them 10 days. I need Trayvon Diggs to get in football condition and shape in 10 days. He's an athlete. He knows what he's supposed to be doing. I need him out there. I need Kalen Carson away from this team, right? I need Andrew Booth Jr. away from this team.
Rochelle.
All I know is if Bland and Diggs are my outside corners, I'm okay with that. Yeah. I am. And Kier Elam is in there in the mix somewhere. I'm okay with them three. Trayvon Diggs coming back, dude, is a huge piece. Because you look at the corners, as long as our corners can stay stacked, packed, and intact, we have the best linebacker core in all of football, right? So when you look at this Matt Eberflus gap design defense, and I like that they moved Mozzie from the 1 to the 3. I'll tell you why. Because he's not going to take Osa's spot. Mozzie's not going to get a lot of playing time.
No.
Zero
if he's
playing
still on
time.
the team.
He so right now he is. So that's why I'm talking.
They're not going to cut him. They owe him too much money.
Well, they owe Taco. Well, they traded Taco in his 3rd year to Miami. And that was a 1st round pay too.
Taco, I don't know. He still has that big name. Mozzie Smith does not.
But I'll tell you this. Though. Bring them motherfucking Eagles on. Can I cuss? I think I just did. Bring them Eagles on.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Mike. Mike, don't do that. I mean,
I them Eagles. I don't care if they're the reigning, defending world champions. Guess what? We the mother-loving Cowboys. Who's big brother? We big brother. Who got the records? Who got the Banners? We got the Banners. Who got the better quarterback? We got the better quarterback, and that's coming from me. Stop Saquon Barkley. You stop Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley. It's over with. It's over with.
It's been said that Dak Prescott is 8-2 against the Philadelphia Eagles career rise.
What?
Dak Prescott is 8-2. 8-2 against the Philadelphia Eagles career wise.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott is
Prescott and Hurts have played each other. They played each other 6 times. Or no, 4 times. And Dak Prescott has beaten him 3-1.
3-1.
Heads up. 3-1. Dak over Hurts.
We're gonna whip these men.
Hey, let's not forget it's Dak's. Hey, it's the anniversary. It's the anniversary of Dak's mom passing. September 4th.
Well,
he's going to have a special play. I'm just saying.
Well,
he's going to be lit up.
He either got the barbecue or meal do.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But even if we don't win the game, let's be competitive. Can we at least be competitive?
We're gonna win that damn game.
Okay, Cowboy Corner, you got me hyped up. I believe you, bro. Give it up for Cowboys Corner.
Fellas, I'm gonna have to get out of here. I'm gonna have to get out of here, man. I gotta
look. We are going to get out of here. Okay. All right, football junkie. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, junkie. Check this out. Check this out.
Okay.
I'm going to take y'all back. Let's rewind the clock a minute. G. Hampton and Clifford and football junkie. Let's rewind that clock real quick. 2011. Jason Witten with the spleen injury. He came back to play the New York Giants at MetLife. What just happened with them Giants? They just won a Super Bowl, and we went down there and we whooped their ass. Check this out. We're going to have a little remnants of what happens when the Cowboys play the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. We call them spoilers in the NFCs. That's what we do. We let these guys know, cool, kiss that Lombardi, because you're going to kiss this ass goodbye while we walking out the tunnel with that victory, heading that banner, take your L,
they did it twice. They did it twice. They did it twice, man. They beat the Giants both times after they won the Super Bowl.
Cowboy Corner, I gotta tell you, brother, I appreciate the hype, because now you got me hyped up, and I just hope. There ain't
no hope, baby. Hopium. Like titanium, lithium, Cowboys winning by 5.
Woo, give it up. Well, you heard it first right here on the Cowboy Huddle podcast. News that you can use, and you heard it first from the Cowboys Corner. So yeah, we're going along with that, and we're going to stick to it. That's what we're going with. So Cowboys Corner, what the hell did you have before coming on?
I had a little sweet taste to kick your ass, and it had Philadelphia Eagles right next to the nutritional facts.
Woo! All right, all right. Well, listen, we appreciate you coming on, giving us that 5 minutes of hype nation. Because I'm hype, Cliff. I don't know about you, but I'm hype now. My man come over here and hype us
Man,
all up.
I'm always hype with Cowboy Quarter on here, man. Always hype when he come on here.
Next time, maybe he'll come on a little earlier so we can do the whole full show. So, but we appreciate you guys coming on with us, man, tonight, man. And we done had these folks on over an hour. So, again, Cowboy Corner, let them know where they can find you, my brother.
Oh, I ain't gonna let them know nothing. Because whenever we beat them Eagles, they will know how viral that video will go. Just hang on. You'll be subscribing. You'll know who I am. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. 10 days.
All right, Clifford Turner. Where can everybody find you at, my brother?
Look, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on TikTok. You can even find me on Facebook sometimes. But always just remember, be kind. It's real easy.
There you go. I like that.
Unless you're a Philly fan. Unless you're a Philly fan, I ain't being
Unless you're not until after the season's over.
Yeah, exactly. But right now it's personal. This is big. No, it's personal. That's what it is, personal, right? Okay.
It ain't personal. We big brother. We're gonna let them know we're big brother. That's what's gonna happen.
So with that being said, guys, y'all heard it first on the Cowboy Corner podcast. Do me a favor, make sure you hit the like button below, hit the subscribe button, go follow these guys, great content creators, and also hit the notification bell so you will be notified when we do something like this again. So like I always say, continue to stay safe and continue to be blessed and continue to be kind. We're out. Deuces.